Reacting to Brain Pop video. We're going to be reacting to Barack Obama Brain Pop video. So let's get into this. Alright, the page is loading. Make it full screen for you guys. And let's see.
Why did we choose to visit DC on the snowiest day of the year? My ears are about to freeze off. Lucky. Dear Tim and Moby, can you tell us about our 44th president, Barack Obama?
Obama.
Zach. Sure, Zach. Barack Hussein Obama.
Obama. He'll mispronounce it a lot. But his name is Obama.
Was elected president in 2008. It is a unique name, and it reflects his remarkable background. His mom was from Kansas, and his dad came from a small village in the East African nation of Kenya. They fit right into the diverse culture of Hawaii, where Obama was born in 1961. To this day, he credits his home state with shaping his political views. Its open, tolerant culture can be seen in Obama's governing style.
Obama.
Throughout his career, he sought to forge compromise.
What is that, bro? His barber messed him up. He has the cancer patient cut with how smooth his head is. Bro, I can literally see my reflection in that cut, bro. What is that? Look at old fat ass nose, bro. He be sniffing anything from 18 miles away, dude.
Compromises between opposing points of view, but he governed at a time of growing partisanship, fighting between political parties that gets in the way of getting stuff done. Obama first made a name for himself by speaking out against partisanship. He was a guest speaker
My
at the
fellow
2004
Americans.
Democratic National Convention, the big get-together where the party chooses its presidential candidate. Most people had never heard of Obama. He was a brand new senator from Illinois, but he spoke stirringly of his vision for the nation. Political differences were starting to tear the country apart. Americans seemed to be splitting into increasingly hostile camps. In Washington, Republicans and Democrats could find almost no common ground. Obama reminded Americans that their shared values were far stronger than any divisions. Viewers were
My fellow Americans, my fellow Americans, I just want to say how grateful I am.
Carried him to the Democratic Party's nomination for president in 2008.
Nice.
Running on the themes of hope and change, Obama outlined a bright vision for the country and sharply contrasted himself with the sitting president, George W. Bush. Bush was waging a war in Iraq that many Americans had come to see as a mistake, and his administration was plagued by scandal after scandal.
George W. Bush, more like George L. Bush.
Obama promised a government that was more responsive to ordinary folks and not so focused on war and anti-terror efforts. Most of all, he wanted to change the tone in Washington. He said he'd bring Republicans and Democrats together to get stuff done. Yep, Obama won in a landslide, becoming the first African-American president. And the Democrats picked up majorities in both.
He was the first black president, guys. Oh my god. Obama. Wow. Round of applause for Obama.
Both houses of Congress. That gave the party a solid mandate, the backing of the people, to fix America's problems. A financial panic earlier in the year had set off a worldwide recession or economic slowdown. Jobless rates soared, and millions of people lost their homes.
Great Depression.
In response, Democrats pushed an economic relief plan through Congress. The stimulus cut taxes and pumped hundreds of billions of dollars into the economy.
Oh my god.
And a loan to GM and Chrysler kept America's auto industry afloat. As things stabilized, Obama and his allies in Congress focused on social issues. They lifted the military's ban on LGBT service.
LGBTQ? Gay people can be in the military now, guys.
Members. And strengthened laws to help women get equal pay at work. But the centerpiece of their laws...
Wait a minute.
...to help women get...
That don't look equal. It looks like the man here is getting paid less than the woman. This is unacceptable.
Equal pay at work. But the centerpiece of their efforts was healthcare reform. Millions of Americans couldn't afford medical insurance. That meant they often had to go without basic health care.
Oh my,
And if they
bro,
ever
he
needed
just
something
keeps
serious,
adding
it could
numbers.
bankrupt.
Yo, oh my god. Yo,
Fixing this
he just
problem has
added so
long been a
much
goal of the
money.
Democratic Party. So in 2010, Congress narrowly passed the Affordable Care Act, and Obama signed it into
What?
law.
How do you go
Though
from
its passage was
5,000
a
to
huge
40?
victory, it also became a potent weapon against him. Republicans fiercely opposed what they called Obamacare.
Obamacare.
They argued that it was too expensive and that they'd been shut out of the process.
Bro, I was
But mixed in with that
$40
criticism
expensive.
were a lot of false reports, like that the law would establish so-called death panels, government employees deciding who would and wouldn't get life-saving medicine. Some lies were aimed at Obama himself. Biased news stories implied that he wasn't an American citizen, that he was planning to revoke our constitutional rights, and that he was secretly a Muslim.
Is this because he's black?
Right, like that's something to be ashamed of in the first place. These fake stories had begun when Obama was running for president. But they picked up steam during his first term, fueling the rise of the Tea Party. This was a new wing of the Republican Party. They wanted to cut government spending on healthcare and other social programs. Energized by Tea Party voters, Republicans took back the House of Representatives in 2010. Their stated mission: repeal the Affordable Care Act and do everything possible to oppose Obama. Denying him victories in Congress would hurt
Little
his
did
chances
they
for
know.
re-election. Despite this resistance, Obama achieved some major goals. He oversaw the mission to kill Osama bin Laden, the chief planner of the 9/11 terror
You killed. Look at this dude. He's so ugly. He looks like. Oh my god, bro. He's so ugly. He looks like my dick.
terrorist attack. That same year, he ended the war in Iraq and began reducing forces in Afghanistan.
Hooray!
Through all the pressures of his first term, he never seemed to show any signs of
Bro, this guy's taking his. Bro, that's like paparazzi supreme, bro. Look at him. Look at his nose.
stress. Supporters started calling him No Drama Obama.
Oh my god, bro.
He
These,
easily-
these nicknames. Oh my god.
He won his re-election bid in 2012. Unfortunately, Obama's relationship with Congress only grew more strained. Senate Republicans blocked his nomination for judges and other important posts. And each year, he tangled with the House over the federal budget. Within Congress, there was gridlock, an inability to pass laws on the major problems of the day. Immigration, gun violence, climate change, all of these issues went unaddressed. So in his second term, Obama used the power of the presidency to act on his own.
Did he just kill a bunch of animals?
Well, like forging a deal with Iran to halt its nuclear weapons program
Yeah,
and
don't
protecting
bomb
the
us.
children of undocumented immigrants from being deported. Meanwhile, Obama's steady economic leadership was bearing
Obama.
fruit. By the end of 2016, the stock market had tripled in value from when he took office, and unemployment sank as Americans returned to work. Plus, more people than ever could afford health insurance.
Cool.
Well, no, there's stuff to criticize, too. Obama extended the power of the presidency in some scary ways, like increasing the use of drones to kill suspected terrorists,
What the
and
hell?
using federal agencies to spy on and pressure journalists. Even if you trusted Obama with these...
Wait. Is that the Men in Black? Yo! Oh my god, it's the Men in Black. Bro, this unsuspecting kid is now being... oh my god.
to spy on and pressure
No wonder they called him Obama. It's because he's gonna bomb everybody.
journalists. Even if you trusted Obama with these powers, what about the next president and the one after that? He'd also been
Little did
faulted
they
for
know
that
it would
no
be
drama
Donald
style
Trump.
of his. Some say that if he'd been more confrontational, it might have helped the situation in the Middle East. Under his administration, war and unrest spread throughout the region.
Obama.
Millions of people fled their countries, becoming refugees. On the home front, a lot of Obama's supporters wish he'd taken a tougher stand with Congress.
Obama.
If he'd called them out for blocking his agenda, maybe he could have gotten more done. True, he was elected on the promise of easing partisanship, not joining in on the fight. But maybe Washington and the rest of the country wasn't ready for it. In 2016, Republicans kept their hold on Congress and won the presidency as well. They're still committed to rolling back Obamacare and other projects of his. That makes it difficult to judge Obama's legacy. I think people will remember his steady leadership through troubled times. He may not have changed the tone in Washington, but he set an example of civility, even with bitter opponents. Anyway, now I'm freezing and thirsty. Think we can go get
Thirsty for what, Tim? Pause.
hot chocolate? Gee, thanks.
Is he drinking his cum?